Hello everyone, I am Zaza and welcome to the Real Talk with Zaza show. I know you guys have been eagerly waiting for this show to start, and this is the day. And I am so excited to be your host on this incredible show we have lined up. Well, this show is about providing a platform for real conversations with everyday people about interesting ideas, topics, which will educate, inform, and inspire listeners and viewers like you. Real Talk with Zaza show is being aired on the MSC Network, an entertainment company owned by Richard Adams, founder, CEO of Megasource Entertainment. This is what the show is really about. Real people doing extraordinary things.
If videos are the #1 marketing strategy, why not use them? It's the best way to educate, excite, and engage people on your products and services. Do you want to expand your brand? Do you want to attract more followers on your social media? Do you want to reach a broader audience? If you answered yes to any of these questions, contact us now.
Contact us today and get a video of your product or your business just like the sample in this video.
Starting as low as $99.
Now, let's get started. Up next, we have Michelle Hollinger. She is an author who has written so many books. Her latest one is titled, Sis, You're Worth It. Now check this out.
Hi, I'm Michelle Hollinger. I'm the president and the CWO of the Institute for Worthy Living. I'm also the author of several books on the topic of worthiness. The latest is Sis, You're Worth It, 7 Ideas for Manifesting Your Best Life. I am so excited about this book because it is from firsthand experience, my journey from this place of unworthiness to stepping into the fullness of my worth, expanding my worth consciousness, and living from that space. What does it mean to live from unworthiness? Let's talk about that a little bit. If you are going to a job you hate, if you are tolerating a toxic relationship, if you are settling, if you are dimming your light, shrinking so other people in your life won't feel insecure, if you are living according to society standards, that says who you are, if you are living according to your parents' standards, your siblings' standards, your pastor's standards, or anybody's standards but your own, right? You are not living your best life. I don't care how much money you're making. I don't care what kind of job you have, whether it's a prestigious job or not. If it's not in alignment with who you really are, then you're not living your best life. So what does it mean to live your best life? First of all, it's subjective. It doesn't look like anybody else's. If you are looking at somebody else's best life to determine what your best life is, you'll always miss it because your best life is an inside-out process. You got to get to know who you are at the core, who you are authentically, who you are at the deepest level to discover what your best life is. The better you know yourself, the clearer your best life becomes. It's something that you discover. You don't pursue it. You don't pursue it externally. So your best life is discovered, it's not pursued, it's an inside-out process, and it is a reflection of who you are. Again, the better you know yourself, the clearer your best life becomes. And this book with these 7 ideas, they are designed to take you inside of yourself, to get in touch with the real you, to get in touch with that part of you that is here to express what only you can express. There are things inside of you that only you can express. Nobody else can express what you're here to express, right? And when you are in touch with who you really are, when you are manifesting from the inside out those gifts and talents that have your name on them, then you are living your best life. And the beautiful thing about that is you will manifest the material things that are interesting to you. You will manifest the money, you will manifest the house, you will manifest the cars, you will manifest the kind of relationships that you want. But because they're coming from the inside out and your relationship with them is different and they don't define you, you can enjoy them. You can enjoy them because if they go away, you start over. You do what you need to do because you know who you are, right? I'm so excited about this book. I am just honored, privileged really, to share my work that is based on firsthand experience. I get to share it with my sisters because we deserve it. We are worthy We are worthy. Thank you for listening, and go pick up the book.
Now, this book is a must-read. I would definitely recommend it. Again, it's titled, Sis, You're Worth It. I want to thank you so much, Michelle, for coming on the show.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nancy, and I'm the CEO and founder of Visionary Growth, where my company provides 100% organic products that help regrow, rejuvenate, and revitalize your hair. I am so excited because I cannot wait to be on the show Real Talk with Zaza. I've known Zaza for a while, and she is a phenomenal person. And for her to use her platform to get businesses like mine to be noticed is amazing. So please don't forget to share and subscribe her page. And if you want more information on my products, please visit my website at www.visionarygrowth.com for more information.
This show will also feature special guests, a space for artists and entertainers who will use this platform to showcase their talent. This is the MSC Network way to give back to the community. Next up on the show, we have Will Pryor, a soulful, energetic R&B singer. He's also a songwriter and a producer. Take a look.
What's going on, Zaza? Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it. Yeah, so my name is Will, W!LL, so they call me Will with the exclamation. I am a singer-songwriter, professional recording artist. We have a single out right now called That Space, so you guys should check it out. I'm from Houston, Texas. I live in Atlanta, Georgia now. I've been doing music most of my life, but professionally since maybe I was about 18 years old. I also have my own new single out right now. It's called You Say. You should check it out. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, and everywhere that you can stream music.
I don't say this often, but maybe I should. I'm so infatuated with you, baby. You do me good, and I love you so much. I get chills when you get close to home, anticipating your touch. That's why I can't wait. To get next to you. I can't wait. No, I can't wait. To get next to you. I can't wait. It feels like so long since I put my arms around you, but when I do, I promise I'll remind you of why real players get chosen. This love we make feels like heaven, and you know, oh, I'm gonna give it to you, baby. And when you get home, I can't wait to get next to you. Oh no, baby, I can't wait to get next to you. Oh no, no, I can't wait to get next to you, baby. No, I can't wait to get next to you. No, 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 no. Yeah. No, I can't wait to get next to you. Sitting here waiting, anticipating this love that we're making tonight. And baby, I need you. I can't wait to feel you, 'cause I just ain't right without you by my side. 'Cause I can't wait to get next to you. No, I can't wait to get next to you. Oh no, baby, I can't wait to get next to you. Oh no, baby, I can't wait to get next to you, baby. No, no, I can't wait to get next to you.
Please support artist Will Pryor and make sure you get his new release song, You Say. It is available on all digital platforms. Download it today. We all know in the midst of this pandemic, sending our children back to school is a big question in the minds of many parents. Up next, we have Trudy, a stay-at-home mom. She homeschooled her 2 sons. She has some great insights on the pros and cons of homeschooling, and she's gonna tell you how to get started. Check this out.
Hey Zaza, yeah, man, thanks for having me on the show. These are definitely some crazy times. I'm sure all of us are thinking the same thing. We've definitely been able to get very creative, or again, things we didn't think we were capable of. We're like, whoa, I can do that, you know? Yeah, like I said, just thank you for having me. I'm able to share just some of our personal experience and just what we've learned and continue to learn. Again, yes, my name is Trudy. I am a homeschool mom. I have been for the last 7 years. We have 2 boys. One is 11, one is 7. Our 11-year-old is going into 6th grade this year, and our 7-year-old, he'll be turning 8, is going into 3rd grade. So talk about a journey. Last year was tough. 5th grade was hard. There were a lot of new things, especially in the math world, but I'm so thankful for it because I feel like I got to relearn math in some areas, and a lot of things that didn't make sense 15 years ago do make a little bit more sense now. So it's been cool to learn with my kids and go through that process. We are a part of a community called Classical Conversations. We have been since we started in kindergarten. It's been a great community for us, and they've got so many local communities around to join. They've even got information meetings just to get even more information on homeschooling. I'm going to give some basics, but if you want to go more in depth, they're a great resource to go reach out to. So yeah, what are my options, right? Okay, cool. I'm thinking about homeschooling, but I don't want to be stuck at home, or like, what do I do? You know, what's available? And there are different options. There are different co-ops out there. There's hybrid homeschooling. There's online, and of course there are different versions of that. Again, I'm gonna have some links down there. Click on them if you want to seek out more information on what those even mean. But there are options. What are the requirements, right? Okay, how do I get started? Like, I want to start homeschooling. All right. The state of Florida is very easy to get started with homeschooling. The requirements are not a lot. Every state is different, but as far as the state of Florida, all you have to do is write a letter of intent to your county superintendent at the beginning of the school year before you want to start, about a month before you want to start, and then have an annual evaluation every year. And that's it. So many times I hear, right, well, I'm not a qualified teacher, you know, and then what about the social aspect? You know, my mom, she gave me the best information, is because I struggled when I first started the homeschool journey. I was like, I can't do this, there's no way. And she years ago went to a homeschool convention, and the guy said, if you can potty train your child, you can homeschool your kid. And if you are willing, you can absolutely do it. The social aspect, you'll be surprised at how much is available out there. There are so many different communities. There's get-togethers, and even online through Google or through the local websites that I gave, like how many get-togethers they have. I mean, even the FPEA, they have field trips that they go on every year, like science excursions and events. And again, even these homeschool conventions that they host. I think Orlando's got a big one. I know it was canceled this year, but you know, there's so many resources that sometimes you have to dwindle it down. And then there's homeschool sport programs. I mean, there's so much to list. But again, these websites kind of give you a basic idea if you would like to just start seeking a little bit more information on that. And I think one of the best things about home education is that you can tailor make it, right? You set the pace. Your kid is not put into a box. They become independent learners and thinkers, and you yourself are a student, right? The fact that they can see their mom or their dad saying, you know what, I'm not so sure on that, but let's figure out how, right? Or let's do the how to, and figure that out. And I think that's just so beautiful, being able to see how you're learning and your kid is learning. So again, if you're interested, great. If not, that's cool too. But hey, hopefully that just helped with like a little bit more information on homeschooling, and maybe if you're thinking about it, it's not so scary or overwhelming. So.
Although many parents are not qualified teachers, we want to thank Judy for providing us with some tips and options about homeschooling.
Credigo. Credigo Commercial Funding is a financial service company dedicated to providing quality financing options for commercial businesses in need of capital. Our goal is to provide the best and most comprehensive financial terms in the market. We believe in building long-term relationships while providing outstanding customer service. We strive to provide you not only the best in commercial financing consulting, customer service, and expert knowledge, but our number one priority is to get you the financing you need for your business.
Here on Real Talk with Zaza show, we are deeply concerned about education. That's why we invited Mrs. Schuler, an elementary school teacher in Coral Spring, Florida, who is willing to share her point of view about social distance learning. Take a listen.
Hello everybody, my name is Nikki Schuler, and I am fortunate enough to know Zaza and her wonderful family due to the school setting, as I am a South Florida teacher. Zaza has asked me to come here today and talk to you guys about the current situation and education and what it means for us here in South Florida. So, I am not just an educator, I am also a parent. And I want to start off by saying that because I think it's very valid. I have a 4-year-old who is in preschool at our local high school. And I also have a 9-year-old who is getting ready to go into 4th grade. And I can tell you from experience as a parent, not as an educator, that the last spring semester that we went through was extremely difficult. If you're like me and you have, more than one kid at home, or you have a full-time job, I'm sure you were feeling that back in March when everything kind of took a complete spin for all of us overnight. And I can tell you that I am right there with you. Now, in March, as an educator, I had no idea what was going on. I don't think anybody did. As a parent, as an educator, administration, our district, our children, I think it was just completely new for everybody, and that made online learning, or what we call e-learning, very hard. As an educator, I just wanted to make sure that my children, my students, knew that I was there for them. It was extremely challenging going from having 18 little faces in front of you to now having 18 little faces staring back at you at a computer, on a computer screen, and kind of not knowing what to do. This happened overnight. None of us were expecting it. So it was definitely a challenge. I do believe that if you're in South Florida, we're going to be seeing e-learning again, at least for the foreseeable future. We don't know how long it's going to last. We have no idea what the circumstances are going to be, but we do know that come fall, e-learning is going to be there. And from what I understand, through our district, it's going to be a lot more prepared. Us educators are going to be prepared. We're hoping that students will be more prepared now that they've gone through it once. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but I do know that, or I'm hoping that things are going to be drastically different. As a parent, again, I know a lot of us are hesitant and nervous and want to make sure that our children are getting the best education possible. And as a parent, I'm right there with you. I completely agree. But as an educator, I do believe that e-learning, at least for now, is our very best option. I don't think here in South Florida we really have another option. So what I want to tell you guys is this. Teachers want to be with their children. We desperately want to be with our kids. I miss my classroom. I miss my students. I miss everything about being in school. But we also want to make sure that our kids are safe, and we want to make sure that we're safe. And what that means is that it is now our job to make e-learning as engaging, as exciting, as fun as humanly possible. And I really do believe that teachers throughout our state are going to do exactly that. So for those of you who are nervous, who may be a little bit hesitant, we are right there with you. We are going to rock this. Everyone's going to rock this. We're going to do great. And I can't wait to see everybody in the fall. Thank you, Zaza, for having me.
Thank you, Mrs. Schuler, for giving us your point of view about social distance learning and helping us understand how to approach this situation. Next on the show, we have Scott, a dear friend of mine and phenomenal chef who will be cooking a special dish for us today. His technique and cooking style will clearly show you the love and passion he has for cooking. Check this out.
Today I'm going to give you a take on one of my all-time favorites, chili rub salmon with avocado salsa over coconut rice. This is one of my go-to favorites as far as salmon dishes. I love it, my family loves it, it's packed with amazing flavors, it's easy to make. The one thing that I want you guys to do when you're watching this, don't stress. I want you guys to enjoy the time getting it together, enjoy the smells, enjoy the whole experience about being in the kitchen, and it's going to turn out great. You're going to love it. Let's go. Start with the chili rub. I have 6 tablespoons of brown sugar. You can use light brown sugar, dark brown sugar, it's up to you. You have your 1 teaspoon of cumin. You're going to do your 1 teaspoon of ground pepper. You have 1 teaspoon of salt, a table and a half spoon of the chili powder. It's going to give a good kick to it. Just mix it up really good. And you're going to be making a paste out of this, so you're going to be using the olive oil. You can use about 2 tablespoons. I just kind of pour it in, kind of guesstimate, and then just kind of mix until you feel a consistency of like a paste, because you're going to be putting this on the salmon. Really get all the pieces broke up. You're going to be adding this on top of all the salmon fillets. When the heat gets onto it, it's going to caramelize it, it's going to melt over it. This is going to be amazing on top of it. All right, I think we're good to go. Prior to me pulling the salmon out, I had already put 1 lemon on the salmon. So it's lemon juice that was on the salmon, and it had been in the refrigerator for about an hour and a half. So you're gonna see a little bit of discoloration, but that's just the lemon juice. All right, hard part's done. Okay, the chili rub salmon is gonna go in 400 degrees for 35 minutes. Okay, timer's gonna go on. This allows us to start working on our coconut rice. Okay, for the coconut rice, you're gonna have 1.5 cups of water. You have 1 can of coconut milk. I use a Boreo rice. It's 2 cups, but you need to go ahead and just put in a strainer, wash it for about 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, just to get everything cleaned off. 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and pepper to taste. Just keep stirring it. Bring this to a boil. Okay, this is about the consistency that you want. Put a lid on it. I set it on the back burner. The moisture from inside is gonna go ahead and finish cooking it. And I just let it sit for about 15 minutes. Okay, for the avocado salsa, this is gonna be going on top of the salmon. You have 2 avocados. You're just gonna make nice even cuts. Easy peasy. Go ahead and add some small cherry tomatoes. I cut them into quarters, put a little salt and pepper on them before I go ahead and put them in. Adding in the chopped cilantro, about maybe 2 cups. And once it's all mixed up, definitely taste everything. You need to taste it. Perfect. Timer's done. We're gonna hit it to broil. Now we're just gonna put this on for about, let's do 3 minutes, and then see what it looks like. It's gonna get like a caramelized topping on it. And after that, we'll take it out. Okay, 3 minutes is done. We're gonna take the salmon out. It's got a nice little caramelized crust to it. Just let this sit for a little bit. Okay, usually for dinner, my family likes bread. I'm doing the authentic Cuban bread. Let's just cut it, I put a little bit of butter on it, and then I just take some garlic powder, put on top. We're gonna put it in the oven on broil for just about maybe 5 minutes.
This salmon was delicious. My family and I enjoyed every bit of it. I am so looking forward to having you on the show again, Scott. Next up, we have The Real Simone, an Atlanta artist with silky voice and smooth R&B style. Check it out.
So high, oh please.
On this show, we help to make dreams come true. Simone, you're always welcome on my show. Thank you everyone for tuning in and showing your love and support. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, contact us at www.megasourceentertainment.com. Hit the subscribe button and give us thumbs up. My name is Zaza, and I'll see you next time.
Is Zaza. Is Zaza. Is Zaza. Is Zaza. Is Zaza. Is Zaza. Is Zaza.